week 21 here in Germany, and this was Christmas week, although I am filming it about a week and a half later after it happened because I've been so busy with traveling and everything, and I just got back. So there's like going to be an uploading spree these next couple days, so it's going to be really awesome. So let's start out on Monday, I believe, or no, Tuesday, when Christmas Eve was. I think that's correct. Yeah, Tuesday. Went to a concert at the Frauenkirche that my host dad was singing at. His choir sang there, and they had a little orchestra. It was for Gottesdienst, as they call it. It's a Christmas Eve, Heilige Abend, and it was a really neat concert. There's going to be a little footage from that. Maybe throw up a picture, but you guys have seen the Frauenkirche already, so it's okay. And later on that day, we had a very nice dinner with Kirstein's kids, Kirstein, Trez, and of course my host dad, Falk, and was an amazing dinner. It was very well laid out, very pretty. I didn't dress up because that's not me, you know, guys? That's just not me. So early on the next day, Trez and I took a train to Naumburg. That is in Sachsen-Anhalt, and we went up to Zscheiplitz to stay with Kirstein's family for a few days. That was really cool. Had a lot of fun there. We stayed there for a few days, and really all there is to do in Zscheiplitz, I don't mean to be mean, but you just eat really, really good ass food, and then you go walk around, and then you do it again. So I guess I'm not complaining. Like breakfast, and then walk around, and then lunch, and then walk around, and then cafe and kuchen, coffee and cake, and then walk around, and yeah, it was really cool. Explored around through the woods with Trez and the kids, and one of those days we went to go up on top of the hill to see the large tower that you guys might have seen, I don't know, a month and a half ago, called Der Dicke Wilhelm, which means the fat Wilhelm. Sounds really weird, but it's a really big ass tower. And we went to a museum for a castle. I'm not exactly sure what it was. It was a pretty neat museum. So it's gonna be some pictures up on your screen right now. You guys know I don't like to talk that much when I have a lot of footage to show you guys, because I always pre-edit that and then sort of work around my talking and stuff. So I'm gonna leave you guys with that. Maybe I'll show you a piece of cake right now. Oh, that cake. How's that cake look? Okay, so you guys know how we do this. Let's see what we did for the week.
Allons-y!
Here we are at the Frauenkirche, and we are waiting on the concert to begin. The Frauenkirche is, of course, beautiful as always. The service was called Gottesdienst. It was on Christmas Eve. It was with the choir singing and also the orchestra playing, and the priest going through the service like usual. So here's a bit of the concert. at our Christmas Eve dinner. It was very well laid out. It was my first Christmas spent away from home, but I still made the best of it and enjoyed it.
Das ist ein No-Name-Produkt.
Was ist?
Trez. Das ist für Trez.
Oh, that's for Trez.
Ja, jetzt will ich. Das ist so ein Bild, oder das?
Das hatte ich vorhin schon mal gehabt.
Ist das ein Bild? Deutsches Kind.
Ey, come on. Stop it.
Reden wir nicht über dich.
Guck mal, wollen wir mal gucken, ob der Weihnachtsmann was gebracht hat.
Anton. Anton?
Merry Christmas.
Das ist der Sean und das ist der Trez. Die kommen aus einem anderen Land.
Das ist für Hannes.
Oh, danke.
Das ist für Franz.
Danke.
Alle 3 Teile. Das ist eine Klatsch. Aber eine Klatsch hat schon Lenkel. Aber die passt so
Was?
Schlüssel.
Yeah. Lily. Lily.
Warte mal, ich hol mal einen.
Eine Stunde, das ist
Here we were doing that thing called eating that we do in Zscheiplitz like all the time. This was our big meal on Christmas Day. We had all of the family over. It was very enjoyable. The food was very good. Look at that. Beautiful. Love it right there. Still eating.
Eigentlich ist die Schule von Schule.
Still eating.
Nee. Da hätten sie es in der Schule lassen müssen und hätten sie auch.
Aber das ist besser.
Geh mal oben. I'm on top of the world. Geh mal oben. Huh? You too. Stay there. Stay there. It's pinching my nuts. Mine too. It's a little bit painful.
Was machst du?
Wow. Oh. Hey, turn us around. He does. Oops, sorry, bro. Ich kann nicht werfen. Gut.
Du kannst werfen?
It's me, the drum king.
Hey, there's more likely Wildschwein down there than there is up here. Here we are from Zscheiplitz overlooking the beautiful valley. Don't know what the cities are called, but it's awesome.
Hey, do you martial arts? Yeah? Good.
We were also doing that thing called eating Kaffee and Kuchen here, which is coffee and cake. It's something the Germans like to do, and they especially like to do in Zscheiplitz, so I have no problem with that whatsoever. It was very enjoyable to be there with the family and eating delicious desserts, and of course having lots of laughs. Damn.
Keine Ampeln, keine
Konnte man nicht auch
Straßensperrung,
irgendwie die Leiter ausfahren oder muss man das von Hand machen?
Nee, mit dem Ding.
Jede.
Da weiß ich doch nicht. So Steffen fragen.
So. Nein, das ist die Spritze. Und damit dreht man das. Und damit.
Ist der Mund schon leer?
Findest du noch was nach? Und vielleicht auch noch mal ein Stück Brot, oder?
Nee, lass mal.
Here we were on the third day in Zscheiplitz walking down to the Congress-Bundestag. It is a church that was built in, I believe, the 12th century. Kerstein's dad is one of the Klosterbrüders, so he actually helped renovate the church about 20 years ago, and it is in quite good shape today for being nearly 1,000 years old. It's a very pretty church. It used to be a nunnery, but is no longer used as that, and now only used as a church.
Die zweite Hälfte vom Boden und dann eben Schlagsahne ringsrum. Und den hatte ich mal gemacht, das hat mir nicht geschmeckt. Und dann denke ich, ach, habe ich mir Backmohn gekauft.
Schon das eine.
Und da habe ich die Backmischung und habe dann den Mohn rein.
Das mit dem Mohn ist ganz fein. Also das
Und
ist schön.
dann eben das Marzipan unter die Schlagsahne.
Kleiner bezahle ich 10 Euro, was ich jetzt alles eingekauft habe, Brot und Brötchen und so weiter für den ganzen Tag. Hätte ich in Freiburg 25 bezahlt.
Here we were eating our breakfast quietly. I, of course, was quiet in the morning. My German is not that great in the morning. I cannot process it that well. But here we were later that day in Naumburg. We were going to visit Kirstine's sister and her husband and their little cute German kid. Oh, I love that kid, little Anton. He is hilarious. And Naumburg is pretty neat, too. Yeah, right. Psych. And as you saw earlier, there is the tower known as Der Dicke Wilhelm. This was our last day in Zscheiplitz. We were going on a little excursion, as I talked about, to this museum, this castle museum, that overlooks the city of Naumburg and Freiburg. It was very pretty there. I really liked it. I just can't fathom seeing these old things all the time. I'm so used to everything in America where everything's, 200 years old, and that feels really old. And this stuff's, 800 or 900 years old. I'm surprised that they even build anything anymore, as my brother had said. And this is the beautiful view that you get from this castle overlooking the town of Naumburg and I believe of Freiburg also. It was very pretty, of course, just sights to see, and that river, very neat. And here was the inside of the castle area. It's more like a courtyard area. I believe was built also in the 12th century. Don't quote me on that, I'm not sure exactly, but it was a pretty neat museum overall, and I did enjoy myself. And I was just taking video in here because it looked pretty, and I was told I wasn't allowed. And anytime you guys know that I am not allowed to take video or pictures, that is what I try to do always. So, whatever, sue me for it. And here we were at a cafe, and with my wonderful Schwarzwälder Torte, which is Black Forest cherry cake, to end out Zscheiplitz and a wonderful Christmas video. Had lots of fun, lots of laughs, and I really enjoyed this Christmas. And so I'll see you guys next week.